Hello Capricorn, welcome or welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica, and this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. We're covering money and career and anything else that wants to come through, covering approximately the next 30 days. So we got to pop out here for Capricorn. We got teacher. You have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. You've learned much about money, and this is a time to put it into practice. So you could be teaching others about how to manage their money. So I don't think I said in the intro because we got to pop out. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. So remember to check your other placements. All right, next 30 days leading forward. What else for Capricorn? We're going to go deeper into these messages too. And as always, only take what resonates with you. So you're being called to be a leader in something. You might be like, I'm not a leader, I'm not a teacher, I'm not doing this. But if you think about it, you might realize, oh, there was a new employee that kind of needed me to take them under my wing, and I just wanted to help them. I felt like, everybody else left them in the lurch, and I just wanted to say, hey, let me show you around, because there's no need for that person to be walking around feeling all lost and anxious, right, and alone. So I think somebody listening, you noticed that in the workplace. So that's where you kind of were a teacher. Okay, so I think that you're learning or realizing that you could be a really good mentor with others. We have denial. So this could be your denial that's not me. Like Capricorn could be saying, that's not me, but it actually might be. Perhaps you are insisting that reality be something other than what it is. And what are you refusing to see, Capricorn? It's better to live in truth than a lie. If you've been putting a false front to make money, it's time to remove that mask. So some of you, I'm feeling like a constriction in the throat chakra area. Some of you in the workplace, maybe you're feeling like you're not being yourself. You're not communicating who you truly are, and it's stressing you out. And I feel I feel constricted in the throat chakra and kind of like an ocular headache, like the start of an ocular headache. I don't have a headache, I'm not saying that, but just I'm kind of connecting with this energy here. So someone's like, sometimes you might be like, why did I just act that way? Why did I just say that? Why do I feel so phony? And you didn't mean to be phony, right? But it's probably because something made you uncomfortable for some reason. So tap into that energy, okay? And that's how you can slowly learn how to just bring your true self forward, as in be yourself, right? Just tap into that, take a look at that, pay attention to without, if you feel stupid for behaving in a way that felt uncomfortable, then you're going to shut it out, and you're not going to be able to, examine this and work through it and live to your fullest potential and being your true self. So take a look at it. Be nice to yourself. That's happened to me before. I'm I'm trying to think of a scenario, but I was like, why did I just do that? Why did I just say that or act that way? And it was because something made me feel uncomfortable, and I was trying to cover up my discomfort, and then I ended up not being myself, which made everything worse. So pay attention to that, and the discomfort will definitely lessen. It won't make it worse. Okay, and we have mechanics, so some of you could be mechanics, a mechanical engineer. Mend what needs mending. It might be broken, but not all is lost. So something could need mending, or you could be someone who does this. Consider a career as a mechanic in automotive, aerospace, or repair technician. So that's for some of you. I'm also picturing someone sewing. This could be a big thing like upholstery or something like that. You're learning how to do something that you can do at home. You're thinking about buying the equipment to do this at home. Maybe someone listening, you have a big garage and the space to do this yourself. And I want to recommend that you have an apprentice with you or assistant if you're using heavy equipment. And of course, make sure you legally can have that type of equipment. You have the ability to easily fix your finances, okay? But a sacrifice may be needed. Okay, so we're going to go deeper with some tarot. So you may be able to fix your finances, but a sacrifice might be needed. So this is the Gilded Tarot Royale. What else for Capricorn? Capricorn, that sacrifice might have to do with this denial. Some of you might be like putting up a front, like thinking like, well, I have to have the same pants as all of my friends. I have to have the same brand, like, workout clothes as all of my friends. Ask yourself, why do you feel you have to have the same brand? Are you afraid of feeling left out? Are you afraid of being an individual, blazing your own trail, right? But you don't need to, because with teacher, you can be a leader. Be yourself. And maybe all of the other followers who want to do what everybody else is doing just to fit in might be like, wow, Capricorn's really comfortable with themselves. And they're not afraid to, wear a different brand yoga pants or something like that. I don't know why I keep picturing yoga pants. I don't like them. Okay, I personally don't. Sorry if you do. I'm sure you look great in them, and if you look good or feel good about how you look, more power to you. I don't like them. Might be my generation. I don't know. Because we wore them differently back then, and we didn't call them yoga pants. I feel like someone doesn't like what they're wearing. And I think you're making yourself more uncomfortable by forcing yourself to do that. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on about yoga pants. Actually, I'm not sorry. I said what I said for a reason, and hopefully it helps somebody. And maybe it's not that. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's some kind of tradition, and you don't want to follow that same tradition. Like, for example, you might want to wear wedding bands or have an engagement ring, and they're more like promise rings. You might not be legally married, but you want to wear rings to show a commitment to one another. I had clients that did that, and they would refer to each other as husband or wife, and then they would come to tell me later on, no, actually we're not married, but they were so committed to one another, I would have never known the difference, and it didn't really matter. So if you want to do something non-traditional, don't be afraid. All right, so teacher is being clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. So this is a card of independence again, okay? Being independently wealthy or thinking independently. She's taming this falcon here, okay? And she's being smart. She's wearing the glove, right? She's being smart about it. Can you see her eyes? Let me see if I can come in a little closer. Her eyes are very wide and she's focused, right? She's not looking at the falcon, but she's aware of it. She's focused on showing you something or showing us something. But at the same time, she's being wise by wearing that glove. And she knows how to connect with that falcon to the point that it's not afraid to be sitting there with her. Okay, denial is being clarified by the 8 of Swords. This makes so much sense. So your restrictions are not real. Okay, so if you're saying, but I can't do this, I can't do that because I don't have the money, or I don't have this, I don't have that. So that's denial, that's self-imposed restriction. And I always say that that's the good news, because that means it is in our power to free ourselves. Take a look at what's really there. It's not as bad or as scary as you might be thinking. Okay, so the Mechanic card is being clarified by Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra, possibly, but not necessarily. This is about weighing and measuring. So you could be working in an industry that requires weighing and measuring of something. It could even be bakery or something like that. You might be a pastry chef. You have the ability to easily fix your finances, but a sacrifice might be needed. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of about this card. There's something on there that I wanted to get back to. And the yellow helmet, by the way, the protective helmet, is reminding me of what I said here about the 9 of Pentacles. She's being wise enough to wear that glove and not be like, oh, come this way, come scratch at my arm and peck out my eyeballs while you're at it. She's thinking things through. She's being careful. She's taking a risk, but she's careful, right? So that's what's happening here too. You're taking a risk, but being careful. And if you're not, this reading is saying to make sure you're careful. The Justice card is about balancing things out, weighing and measuring. There could be a legal aspect here in your life, and you might need to seek legal counsel to fix finances. My little kitty buddy is here rubbing all over me. He just woke up from a nap. I'm gonna see if I can get him to sit on my lap. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah, here he is. Here's buddy. Here he is. Come sit with me for a little while. Yeah, come join us. Oh, he just settled in on my lap here. He's so cute. Here he is. There's my buddy. All right, so let's get some clarifiers for Capricorn. I'm just gonna cut and lay these out. All right, teacher with the 9 of Pentacles is being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, which is great because that's slow and steady progress with money, because we're talking about money here. The 6 of Cups, that's wonderful. Letting go of things that you've been hard on yourself that go way back to your past. This came out upside down, but I don't normally have reversals in my deck, but I welcome the 3 of Swords in reverse. So if there was a third party situation in the workplace that's, you know, soon to be in the past or is already in the past, you will heal from this, and the justice is coming in here. If there was a legal situation, oh yeah, something legal is getting resolved that you had something to do with in some way is getting resolved in your favor. I almost got chills. I was like on the verge of chills, but I wanted to brace myself. I don't know why, but this is really awesome. Wow, Capricorn. All right, so this is the angel answers. So if you have a question, you can reflect on it now, but you don't have to. All right. Okay, we have a yes. So if you had a question, the answer is yes with an exclamation point. So that is stressed affirmative. Reconsider something. Yeah, reconsider this whole denial thing. Reconsider stories that you've been telling yourself. Is this something that was taught to you when you were very young and you continued that storyline and maybe it's not quite right? And I often bring up when it comes to finances, a lot of times we were raised, you know, thinking one thing about money that, you know, wasn't quite the right story or doesn't really apply right now. And it's up to you. So who just got this? Taurus. No, Virgo just got this. It's up to you. So know that this decision is in your hands. The power is in your hands. You are in your power. Capricorn, okay? So you got this. Please comment below if any of this resonated, if you would like to share, and please share the video, like, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you again soon.